Students, in the last video already you have discussed about the magnetic elements. By the help of the magnetic elements, how to calculate the magnetic field strength at any point on the surface of the earth. So on the basis of that magnetic elements, and we have to calculate some of the questions here, some of the numericals. Before that, I would like to discuss about the deep circle. What is the deep circle? That is the compass needle whichever is moving in a vertical circle. The compass needle is like that, it will be moving like that in a vertical circle, that is called the deep circle. And the vertical circle will be along the magnetic meridian, and by pointing the compass needle, the direction of the compass needle will be indicating the direction of the magnetic field strength, total magnetic field strength at that point on the surface of the earth. So here I would like to discuss something else here, because if it is a magnetic meridian and the vertical circle that the compass needle is rotating like that, you know, this is the horizontal component, this is the vertical component, and if it is the B, magnetic field strength B, along the horizontal component, that will be the B cos delta. This is the deep angle. This angle is deep angle, and the vertical component, that is the, you can tell it as the BH, horizontal component, and the vertical component BV will be equal to B sin delta. And you know that vertical component and horizontal component. So here some numericals I would like to tell you. If the deep circle, on the deep circle is lying on the magnetic meridian, the dip or inclination whatever you are getting, that is the true dip. If this vertical circle by vertical plane will be slightly shifting to the original magnetic meridian, then whatever the dip you get it, that is the virtual dip. That is the virtual dip. On the basis of that virtual dip and true dip, and the questions are being designed accordingly. And one thing I will tell you, that here you get the tan delta, tan dip will be equal to BV vertical component upon the horizontal component. You know this formula, and we have to use this formula always whenever you are calculating the magnetic field strength due to the Earth's magnetic field on the at any point on the surface of the earth. So here the question what it tells. The question number 1, if delta 1 and delta 2 be the angle of dip observed in two vertical planes at right angles to each other, because delta 1 and delta 2, this is virtual dip, not the true dip, and that is observed from the two vertical plane, and these two vertical planes are perpendicular to each other, and delta be the true dip, delta is the actual dip. Prove that cot square delta equal to cot square delta 1 plus cot square delta 2. The diagram is here. OPQR, this is the magnetic meridian, and the dip whatever is observed, that is the true dip. So here the true dip, this is the true dip, that is delta. So no doubtly you will be getting, one is the horizontal component, that is the BH, and BV is the vertical component. As per the question, the two vertical planes which are perpendicular to each other, what are the two vertical planes? OP1Q1R and OP2Q2R, these two vertical planes are mutually perpendicular to each other. So if you resolve the horizontal component of horizontal component, that is horizontal component, if you resolve it along this component, along this plane, it will be BH cos theta, and along this plane, that is the BH sin theta. That BH is resolved into two rectangular components. One is the BH cos theta along the OP1 and BH sin theta along OP2. Clear? Because in between the two planes, that 90 degrees there. So we are getting the BH1, the horizontal component along the first one, OP1Q1R, that is equal to BH cos theta, and BH2 equal to BH sin theta. So you know it, what will be the tan delta? Tan delta equal to BV by BH, you know it, this formula, BV by BH, that is the true one. So what will be tan delta 1? So delta 1 on the plane OP1 Q1 R. On this plane we get the tan delta 1 will be equal to vertical component, because in all the three cases the vertical component remains the same, BV, because the planes are just simply rotating. The BV upon the horizontal component equal to BH cos theta. If you consider this plane, the dip which will be, that is the delta 1, and tan delta 1 equal to BV upon BH cos theta, because the theta angle is rotated, because this plane is making angle theta with the magnetic meridian. This is the magnetic meridian and this plane is making theta degree angle with the magnetic meridian, that is BH cos theta, because the BH cos theta is the horizontal component along, we can tell, the first vertical plane. Similarly, tan delta 2, if you consider the tan delta 2, so it will be equal to BV. BV will be the same for all the planes, BV upon BH sin theta. Clear? You get the tan delta 1, tan delta 2. So if you just reverse it, what will be the tan delta? Cot delta. So cot delta will be the BH by BV, and cot delta 1 will be BH cos theta upon BV. If you talk about the cot delta 1, it will be equal to BH cos theta upon BV. Similarly, cot delta 2 will be equal to BH sin theta upon BV. So just you put the formulas, what you have to prove it, that cot square delta 1 plus cot square delta 2. So cot square delta 1 plus cot square delta 2, that is equal to BH cos theta upon BV square plus BH sin theta upon BV square. If you just open it, that BH by BV square, here you get the BH by BV square, here also you get the BH by BV square, that is taken out, and remaining is the sin square theta plus cos square theta, that is BH by BV whole square sin square theta plus cos square theta. And this is, you are getting it as, what is the BV by BH? BH by BV. BH by BV, that is equal to, you are getting the BH by BV square, because this value is 1. This value is 1. And BV by BH, vertical component by horizontal component equal to tan delta, means if you reverse it, horizontal component by the vertical component, it will be the cot delta. So this is equal to cot square delta. So we are finding it, the cot square delta equal to cot square delta 1 plus cot square delta 2. That part is proved. The question number 2. If you think for the question number 2, so what the question number 2 tells? Just look on the question number 2. The question number 2, what it tells? The true dip at a place is 45 degree. If the vertical plane carrying the needle is turned through 60 degree from the magnetic meridian, find the inclination of the needle. Same pattern, the true dip at a place is 45 degree. True dip, we are getting the true dip here. This is the magnetic meridian, and that is the delta, and that is given, it is 45 degree, and it will be, this component will be the BH and this component will be the BV, and this plane, that is the needle, because this magnetic meridian, the plane is holding on the magnetic meridian, and that plane is turned to 60 degree. The total plane is turned to 60 degree. If it is turning to 60 degree like that, to this plane, what will be getting it now? So this part is 60 degree, because this is the one plane, this plane, and in between this plane that angle is theta, that is 60 degree, it is rotated 60 degree. That you can tell the theta. So the question is that what will be the, find the inclination of the needle in that plane. In plane of, this is the plane number 1, this is the plane number 2. In plane number 2, what will be the dip? At what angle the dip inclination of the needle will be there. Inclination of the needle means that is nothing but the dip. That is what will be the dip of the needle. Simply you have to apply the same formula. You know it. That is, whenever it is on the original plane, original magnetic meridian, you get it the tan delta equal to BV by vertical component by the horizontal component. Clear? And if you talk about the tan delta on this plane, that is dotted plane, in the second plane, that the dip will be different. The question is asking that is tan delta dash equal to vertical component will be same for both the cases, that is BV upon what will be the horizontal component. What will be the horizontal component? Because BH, the BH will be along this direction, that is the BH cos 60 degree. That is BH cos 60 degree is the horizontal component. So BV upon, simply you are getting the BH cos 60 degree. Clear? And this is on the first cases you can tell about, that is tan delta dash by tan delta, this will be equal to, what will be this one? BV by BH cos 60 degree divided by BV upon BH. And this BV cancelled. You are getting, that is BH, BV by BH, and that is the BH cos degree. And you are getting, that is BH upon BH cos 60 degree, and this is equal to 1 upon cos 60 degree. That is equal to, I think, cos 60 equal to 1 by 2. That is equal to 2, we are getting it. So tan delta 1 by tan delta equal to 2. Tan delta by tan delta equal to 2. So what you are getting? Tan delta dash. So tan delta dash equal to 2 multiplied with tan delta. Because delta initially you know it, that is 45 degree. So that is equal to 2 into tan 45 degree. So that is equal to, what you are getting it? Tan 45 degree, P by H 1 by root 2, that is 2 by root 2. I think getting equal to 2 by, that is, sorry, the tan 45 we are getting it equal to 1. Tan 45 degree, in this manner also you can calculate it. That is 45, tan 45 equal to P by B. P by B means that is equal to 1, that is equal to 2. That is tan delta equal to, delta dash equal to 2. And you are getting delta dash equal to tan inverse 2. This is the angle. Actual angle is, it will be near about 63 degree, something else. So the delta in the true, that is the virtual dip, on the second plane you will be finding the angle of dip equal to 63 degree. That is tan inverse, you can write the tan inverse 2. This is all about your how to calculate the dip in the dip circle. If the true value is given or the virtual value of the dip is given, and you have to calculate the true value. If the true value is given, how to calculate the virtual value of the dip if the plane is rotated through a certain angle. And in this manner you just practice more and more questions. Thank you.